Good day. Ken here, Ken's Hobbies. As you see, we've got cabinets behind me here. What I gotta do today is I gotta rewire the microwave that's upstairs. And the reason I gotta rewire it is because when I first installed that microwave up there, I thought what was believed to be a free wire there in tracing turned out to be that it wasn't. And a built-in microwave is supposed to be on its own circuit. So, in discovering that and how I discovered this, put a heater on in my den down here when I was doing some music recording, and wife, when she went to put her coffee in the microwave, the breaker blew. Of course, shutting my unit off and everything down in the den. Well, I knew right then and there, son of a gun, that darn wire was not on a separate individual circuit, to my surprise. So this is why it's got to get rewired. So I got it temporary. It took me some tracing, and then behind here I found the junction box where that was there. So I'll have the microwave wire separated from that circuit, so the den is now on its own circuit. And I just installed this temporary wire here and just threw a receptacle on the end here to plug it into that receptacle on the base here. Now what I gotta do here, I've emptied all the books off here that the wife has on, is I gotta drop this cabinet down, and that's the reason you see these yellow posts here. I pre-prepared this to get it ready. My plan is drop this down, and where I see the wires coming here at the top, I'm going to investigate which way I can come in. Can I come in this entrance here? Can I use the existing one here, which I'm hoping I can, but I gotta open it up enough that I can see behind here to figure the route here to go with my wire towards the panel. So that being said, first thing to do is remove this. So grab the old screw gun. In this case, it's my drill, because the last time I used my screw gun, I put it down, and to this day I cannot find where I put it. So that's just lovely. That screw's just spinning in there. Well, that can create a bit of a problem. What about the next one here? Okay, that's in the stud. And there should be one behind this door. We have two behind this door. Oh, lovely. Okay, now we got to deal with these 1, 2, 3 problematic ones. They did not go into a stud, just straight into the drywall, and that's why they're just spinning now. So we're going to start in this corner, see if we can free this enough to get a bite on it to get it out. We want to do this slowly, so we use the hand Robertson driver so we can feel it a little better. Now let's get a bar or something behind that. Okay, we got that free. Now we got to figure out how to get that. It would help if I used my Robertson. See if I can gently get that out. Okay, that's this side. Let's try moving this. Maybe I can now get it out of the wall. Start with this one here. Putting a little pressure. I'll explain what happens here. You get a 3-inch screw here. Your thread stops here. So when what's happened here, your drywall is 1/2 inch thick. So it's about like just a little past my finger. So that means that this part is not biting at all. Therefore, with this part not biting, and you go to untake it, because it's too long of a screw, it's just spinning in here. So in getting it out, you gotta kind of push it so it's enough to bite the first thread here that you can start manually unscrewing it there with a little pressure there and the pressure here, like so, to keep it from spinning. And once the threads get grabbing, then you can succeed in getting the rest out. Put those aside. That's 2 out. I got 1 more up in this corner here to do the same thing. And turn the camera here just a bit. See? I don't know if I got that angle of that first one. And just readjusted a bit here. There we are. See if I can get you a better prospect of what I'm doing here. Okay, what I need to do is get a board or something behind this screw here in the corner so I can work it into the wood here. So I'm going to use this. Okay, piece of metal here, one of my knives. Now start keeping pressure on the cabinet, pushing towards the wall. And we're starting to bite now. Okay, let's close this door. Now we close this door so we keep the balance. Now to lower this, lower it very gently. And I didn't adjust this one very good, so we'll have to carefully do this by hand. Okay, we got that in the road too, eh? Well, we gotta get this. Is that low enough? Wait. Okay, well that opens it up so I can get to where I want, which is up there. Move it down a bit more. Wrong way, tightening it instead of loosening it. The lower I can go, the easier it'll be with less of a fight. Yeah, I'm liking that. Okay, so now we'll begin by opening that up. We'll grab this to investigate. And that's what I'm after. Good. So I can come in here. Perfect. Wide open behind here. Yes, sir. We'll put that little piece to the side. Now I know my direction. Now that gives me a nice open direction. Okay, now where is that stud? Okay, that stud missed it by a good inch. So we know for that screw to come, I'm going to mark a line here. So when I go to put that screw back in, we get into a stud. The stud is right there. Did I see? That's the edge, so the center would be, stud would be right there. Okay, we got it marked. Okay, now, the next, it's easier to go through this corner here than to try to go through that stud right there. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go try to find my drill bit and get as close to the corner here as possible. Drill a hole through this wall here, and then I'll feed the wire. What I'll do is I'll open it up here. There's two ways of doing this. One is what I just said. The other one is come through this corner and then go open this right up here, like so. So I can tuck the wire in and just run a piece of fire tape, which is what I think I'll do here. Alright, but the easiest way would be just to take a good hunk of this out here, open it right up. I think that's what I'll do. Yeah, rather than a whole pile of headaches, that's the fastest. But my router, it's a little faster. We could just use the drum off where the stud is. Oh, okay. So, we have a joint right there. Yeah, there's 2 screws right there. I'll be dipped. That works out much easier, much better. Oh yeah. Okay, let's go to the other side of this wall here and have a look. I won't bother taking the camera in there because it's so dark in there that you won't be able to see nothing anyway. I'm going to pause this for a while while I go search for a light of some kind to figure out what's going behind that wall there. Well, I got the flashlight out and I saw here, so off camera I opened up a quick piece here because that's the easiest way to get through. Been looking for my wood drill bit, can't find it, so I just dug a drill bit out here. So we get the old drill here. And what we're going to do here, drill a hole through this and through this, and then I can get the wire behind here. This looks like it could be enough to feed another wire, but not gonna. We'll test it out when I get there. Okay, so check if the hole's big enough. Get my roll of wire here. Yeah, I can go just a bit more here. That'll work. Okay, now we gotta get one the upper side here. Perfect. Okay, let's check this hole here. We tried. That'll work. Okay. it'll work. We're a little on the snug side, so we'll just punch another hole in here. Okay. Now there's going to be a little fun for this first part. We want 6 inches in the box. And we get a loop, passing it through there. Where's my Robertson? Okay, where did I put my Robertson? Okay, we're done with the router and the demo. Let's get this off of here. And there it is. Loosen this clamp up. Now it's wing. This clamp was over tightened, so I took it right out and corrected it. Put the clamp back in. Okay, well I got all the wire in to that point. I'll show you why. I couldn't, pretty hard to get you a view up in that corner there, but I got the wire coming through there, behind this chimney, through there, and this is where the furnace room is. It is right there. Got my 2 whip antennas here. Used one of my whip antennas here. Set it through the top here, taping the wire to the whip antenna, pulled it through a duct covering here, and got it hanging down to this point here. So there's a wire to go in. Okay, we got to get this antenna out of here. So there's my antenna, some tape, and put a couple of zap steps on the end, and that's why that was able to feed it through. Okay, now we gotta strap this down in here, and I'm trying to remember. I think if I remember right, it was this breaker that was free. We'll find out once I get the cover off as to which one's free. So that's our next stage here. So when I redesigned this basement, this is now the furnace room, so that I could make this into, wife wanted to keep this workbench, so I redesigned it there. I moved that wall a foot over that way, and this is where my server is going to be, right in there. We have a pantry right in here. Now many places have this feature. This is all well insulated, and it stays nice and cold in there. Well, I'm in the shop now. Just finished editing that video of today's getting that wiring put in place. I'd also like to mention here, thank you for all those wonderful views that blew my mind on the 3 episodes of the Johnny Cash show that I posted. The highest one proves to me about how many are interested in history, with over 500 views now on that one episode, putting that one episode of the history of country music as my #1 most popular video. So thank you. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next part. Next part will be connecting and the repairing of what I had to open up and putting the cabinet back in place. Until then, adios.